Bourbon. All you need to know about bourbon in 5 minutes or less. Bourbon is a type of American whiskey primarily made from corn and aged in oak barrels. Characteristics. There are some laws acknowledged in 1964 by the US Congress that make bourbon the whiskey we know. First, it must be made from a grain mixture that is at least 51% corn. The rest can be barley, rye or wheat. Second, bourbon must be distilled to no more than 80% alcohol by volume. Third, it must be aged in oak barrels, which give the flavors of vanilla, caramel and oak. Fourth, bourbon must be bottled at no less than 40% alcohol by volume. Origins. The name Bourbon is believed to have come from Bourbon County, Kentucky, named after the French royal family, the Bourbons. However, there is also a theory that says it was named after Bourbon Street in New Orleans, a major port where the whiskey was sold. During the 19th century, bourbon production grew quickly, with many distilleries growing in Kentucky and other states. Innovations in distillation and aging techniques continued to improve the quality of the whiskey. Varieties. Straight bourbon. To be a straight bourbon, the whiskey must be produced in the United States, have at least 51% corn, aged for at least 2 years, and cannot contain any other flavors or colors. Aging is really important for straight bourbon because you may find bourbon that have been aged for some months, so if you see a straight bourbon, you can be sure it has minimum 2 years. Blended bourbon. This bourbon must have at least 51% straight bourbon whiskey. However, the remaining 49% can be other spirits, flavorings or colorings. Due to this rule, blended bourbons may have different flavors and quality. Single barrel bourbon. The main characteristic of this type of bourbon is that it must only have whiskey aged in a single barrel. The barrel gives the whiskey its color and taste, so bourbon that comes from one barrel will have unique flavors. Small batch bourbon. There is no legal definition of the term small batch. However, it is used to describe bourbons that are made from a specific number of barrels blended together to create a specific flavor. This is best for people that don't want to pay more for a single barrel whiskey and still want the quality of bourbon mixed with different flavors. Regions of production. While bourbon can be made anywhere in the United States, Kentucky is considered the birthplace and heart of bourbon production. Its water free of iron and high in calcium was ideal for whiskey making. It also has an ideal climate for aging bourbon. The warm summers and cold winters allows the whiskey to expand and contract in the barrels, which contributes to its flavor. On the other hand, bourbon is also produced in other states, including Tennessee, Indiana, and Texas, each bringing its own regional flavors to the spirit. Popular brands. In 1788, the family responsible for creating this whiskey changed their name to Beam. By the late 1700s, German, Scottish, and Irish were making rye whiskey in western Pennsylvania. Many moved to the Kentucky region, and among them was Jacob Beam, who used his father's whiskey recipe to distill corn into a new, sweeter kind of whiskey. His first barrel of Old Jake Beam Sour Mash was sold in 1795 and quickly became a local favorite. After accidentally setting the family recipe on fire, Bill Samuels wanted to find his own mash bill by experimenting with different flavoring grains. Instead of distilling the grains, Bill baked loaves of bread with several grain combinations. This made him replace the traditional grain with the delicate sweetness of soft, red winter wheat. If you haven't tried it yet, you should do it and judge by yourself. And if you want to know more about your specific or your favorite liquor, leave a like and a comment below.